evening, everybody. Big Tony here. Welcome to another edition of Abnormality, Season 2, Episode 2. As always, my host with me, Kent. So what do we got going tonight, Kent?
Tonight's episode, we have a very special episode for you guys. We're doing a over-the-phone interview with a group out of Louisiana. CERT stands for Spirit Encounters Research Team. And we're going to do a phone interview with them and kind of get to know them a little bit better all the way from Louisiana. So with that.
All right, Junior, you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, buddy. So why don't you tell us, give us a little bit of background about CERT, kind of how you guys got into the industry and what kind of sets you apart from other groups?
Well, what got us into it is all of us has had our own personal experiences throughout our lives, and so we've kind of all been drawn to it. Each separate one of us has had our own personal experiences for our own reasons for being in the paranormal.
Okay. How long have you guys been together?
We've been CERT for a year. Yesterday actually made 1 year for us as CERT.
Outstanding. Okay.
We was with a previous team before this one, and it kind of got out of hand, and too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and we busted off, and that's how CERT come to be.
Okay. So how many of you are there in the group?
It's four of us co-founders. Four of us got together and decided to, instead of giving up the paranormal altogether, we'd come together to make this team. And then we have two cameramen also, and we have a representative. He handles all the news media and stuff for us.
Outstanding. All right, so we've got a few more questions we're gonna go through here with you.
All right.
Have you ever encountered anything in the field that you would consider dangerous that could potentially hurt you?
Yeah, there's been a few times we've run across things that was dangerous. But dealing with the paranormal, that's one of the risks that you're going to take.
Okay. Now, you guys kind of, your specialty or your area is a little bit different than most. Tell us a little bit about, you take more of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a...
more of a personal approach.
Okay. And you guys do a little bit more of fixing people's issues, so to speak.
Yeah, we not only deal with the paranormal, but we also deal with the client on a personal level also.
Okay.
Because not all cases are just paranormal. I mean, you come across people that just have personal issues that they need to work out, but you don't know how. And, it calls that like stress level, and they actually think something's going on in their home when it's nothing but just built up stress that they've not released or whatever, and just need somebody to talk to.
So you're kind of like counselors.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you guys consider yourselves, you go in it with the idea of if things are going on that you feel like you can help, that you can work towards getting rid of some of the things in the house that, for the legitimate things that are going on, if there is actually some entities or, in the house?
Yeah, when we get a call, when we walk in the house, we go in and as in there's nothing there. We kind of wipe our minds clear of everything that the homeowners have told us, and we try to go around the house and debunk everything that we can.
Okay.
And then if we feel like there is something there, then we try to break down to a personal level with the entity, the spirit, or whatever's there, and find out why they're there and if we can help them.
Okay. So, in your experience, what do you think is the main reason why you feel that some people are haunted by entities or ghosts, in your experience?
In my experience, some of the reasons that they're haunted is some people hold on too tightly to loved ones.
Okay.
It's that what's that one I'm looking for? It's that old expression of undying love. Well, you love someone so much and you grieve so hard after they're gone, that spirit can't find rest because they feel like they have unfinished business, like you are their unfinished business.
Okay. So you think that people miss people so much that they have they sometimes have the ability to kind of make things up or be convinced that there's something there when there really isn't?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't go into each of your hunts with, there's a demon and trying to, make it, seem like you've got really something going on. You go in there with the idea that there's nothing going on, check out the claims, try to help the people through their time.
Yes. When someone calls in, we take down all the claims. We'll talk to them. We'll break it down on a personal level with them, and everything that we talk to them about is on a client privilege basis, which means we don't tell nobody else what they told us.
Okay.
Then once we get to their house, we'll go back over things again with them as far as their claims and anything new, and then we go around the house and try to debunk everything that's been told to us, and see if we feel like there's something there. But no, we don't never go in thinking that there's something demonic there.
Yeah. Okay.
What advice would you give to a couple of people or a person that was maybe thinking about starting their own group? Like, what's the best advice you could give them because of the experiences you've had and you and your crew have had to help them better themselves as an investigator?
Keep all your faith in the Lord. Pray. When you go on an investigation, pray. Before you ever walk into your client's house, pray. Pray for yourself, pray for your teammates, pray for the clients, and then when you're done with the investigation, pray. And don't be afraid to pray during the investigation. So ask the Lord to watch out for you, watch over you, your teammates, and give you the words that you need to help whoever's there.
Okay. So if you had to think back over the last year and beyond, as long as you've been, in the field, what do you think is your most memorable story that comes to mind when you're doing one of the hunts?
Most memorable story. We was on a case. The client had some things moving around in the home. Was hearing voices, and we went in and like always, thinking, okay, nothing's wrong. We're gonna see what we pick up on. And when we got there, one of my teammates had got touched, and we went to asking questions and trying to find out what was going on. And we set up trigger objects, and we had one of our trigger objects, a teddy bear. It's called Buddy Boo Bear. You can find it online. You touch it, and the hands light up red on it. Well, we was asking, okay, we told you move things and so on and so forth. Well, we want you to move this bear because none of us as far as we've been investigating up until then, have never seen anything move, by a spirit or anything.
Okay.
And we was trying to get this bear to move, and it actually moved. And one of the co-finders in the room freaked her out. She took out running, and I couldn't do nothing to laugh. If it'd been something serious, I'd just been in trouble. And just to be there, it was funny.
Yeah.
That's my most memorable. Right
Okay.
there.
What is the one thing that you think that you could depict as saying you guys are successful in what you do?
Leaving the client with a peace of mind, with a steady peace of mind.
Okay.
All right.
How do you, as a group, deal with the skeptics of the paranormal realm and the objections of what people see as the hobby or industry?
As far as the skeptic side of it, we love the skeptics. because I'm a skeptic. Not as far as the paranormal, but I'm a skeptic of people in general. You know, somebody says, well, I can do this and I can do that, and as far as the paranormal goes, okay, well, I need to see that. You know, you have so many people that get rich off of pulling wool over people's eyes, and to me, that, you know, we kind of take offense to that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, stay skeptic. It's just, you know, you can't, if somebody can't prove what they say they can do, 9 times out of 10 they can't do it.
Okay. So for you guys, it's just proof is in the pudding. You got to go out, give the proof, and do the work, and ignore the skeptics.
Yeah, the skeptics going to go. You're not going to be able to fully satisfy all the skeptics, no
Okay.
matter what you do. You can hand them solid evidence, and they're still going to find some kind of way of flipping it around and being skeptic about it. So, you know, it's just a personal opinion of whether or not you want to believe.
Okay.
But I believe, Junior, that skeptics are what keep us going in this field. Because if you don't have people that doubt it, then you have no reason to keep trying to further that proof.
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, Junior. So as far as if I ask you about the future, what is your group's vision of how you think the future is going to look for this industry?
Future looks good. Right now, we're in the process of working with True Ghost Stories. Just that, they want to put out paranormal teams around the world and promote the actual teams that are actually doing the paranormal, not, you know, do all the smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. The scripted stuff that looks like it's a little bit too fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. So you see the future of groups across the United States and beyond just kind of coming together and working, you know, more unity instead of all these individual teams kind of working against each other?
Yeah, it's happening now, but you still have the groups, you know, that do want to butt heads over over who's got the best place and so on and so forth. But you've got more teams coming together as one unit, and it's looking at like a bright future.
Yeah.
That's good. Excellent. What are your guys' goals? Are you wanting to grow into a bigger team, keep it small, be able to, you know, come out here to Oregon and maybe do an investigation with us? Like, what are your guys' goals for right now?
We like our team small. We don't want a real big team. You know, bigger the team you have, the more crap you got to deal with. And we're a small team. Everybody's like family. We get along on and off investigations, and that's the way we like it. We do investigate with other teams. We have several teams out here. A couple in Mississippi that we investigate with from time to time. We've got other teams here in Louisiana we investigate with, and we'd like to in the future get further out and investigate with maybe with y'all or with a handful of other teams.
Well, I think we can make that happen one day.
Well, Junior, this is Big Tony, and one of my questions I have for you is if I get a chance to make it out to Louisiana, because I've never been there, we going to set something up?
Yes, sir.
Might have to be during Mardi Gras. I've heard it's quite the celebration. out here in Oregon, our celebration is early bedtime.
Yeah, if you come during Mardi Gras, you better come ready.
All right, I bet there's lots to see.
Yes, it's lots to see around Mardi Gras time. You'll have a definite experience for sure.
Outstanding.
You'll come back with some good memories.
All right, Junior. Well, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to reach out to us out here in Salem, Oregon. And I know the listeners are going to appreciate the time that we've had with you to talk. So make sure, why don't you give us a little information. Your CERT team is on Facebook?
Yes, sir. We're on Facebook. It's CERT, Spirit Encounters Research Team.
Okay.
Look us up. We promote other teams on there. We discuss cases we've already done. we can't go into specifics, but we put a few details on cases we've already done, and we talk about cases we got upcoming.
Okay. Are you guys? You said something about working on a show. Is that what you just said?
We're working on a show. It's called True Ghost Stories.
Okay.
Right now, they're in the process of it's going to be aired overseas in like 27 different countries.
Wow. Okay.
It's going to be over there for a little while. Something about having to get the ratings up, then it's going to come to the States.
Okay.
Okay.
Outstanding. Well, Junior, I appreciate it. Make sure listeners look up CERT on Facebook, check out their social media, and support them in any way we can. Junior, you have a great night. Appreciate the time. So, Big Tony,
Kent,
you have a good night, Junior.
stay safe.
Appreciate you guys.
All right, brother. Talk to you soon.
All right.
All right. So that's amazing, being able to talk to other teams around the United States. And he brought up some really valid points, things that we've struggled with in the last few months about, the brotherhood and being able to stay together. And, he talks a lot about keeping his team small, because too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. We've said that so many times over the last few months, trying to keep this going. And yeah, the flooding, they're dealing with a lot of stuff down there right now.
See, I didn't even know that it was flooding like that bad.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're all probably a little bit gun shy after Katrina.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the idea of keeping it small and, helping people feel at ease with their situations.
I mean, the bottom line for us personally is that's what we are in this for, is to help the person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do we all want to prove our own paranormal evidence and stuff? Of course we do. That's the point of it. But the ultimate point is you don't get that chance unless that person calls you into their home on their worst day. And that's one thing I got to agree with him is the confidentiality is a big one.
Yeah.
You can't just go up to random, on this and be like, well, we were over at this address and this is what happened. You gotta beat around the bush a little bit.
Everybody's showing up at their house like, hey, I heard you got a ghost. I want to see it.
Right.
And I really like when he talks about developing relationships with the clients because, some of them want to hold on to loved ones so much that they're just convinced with stress in their life and how things are going that they're just convinced that there's something going on and that they have the ability to kind of be counselors to help people because I think ultimately, and you would agree with me that that's why we work is because we feel that way is, helping people and helping people feel at ease and,
I mean, I'm one to agree with him big time because my grandmother died 30 years ago or 21 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And I am still crushed by that death and I still see her everywhere. So it kind of goes along with what he's saying is you hold on so tight, but at this point, I can't let go because I didn't get to say my goodbye.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and kind of like going, for those who watched season 1, we had that episode where we were talking about helping people, keeping in contact with them. Mm-hmm. We have people that when we first started 11 years ago that are still calling us, emailing us, how you guys doing? We are in constant contact. So if you keep that professionalism and you help them at ease, you remain friends for a long time. And that's my goal is to go into a house, like he said, debunk, first off. Because if you go in with a clouded mind, your mind is a very powerful tool. Mm-hmm. You can create stuff out of your head very quickly. It's not that hard to do.
Well, and we see it on TV a lot.
Yeah.
It's a demon. It's a. Everyone gets so excited and amped up because it's that tries to scintillate. I can't even say it. Tries to make things bigger than what it really is.
Right.
They try to make it something's there so that it looks good on TV.
Right.
They want to get those ratings, and I think if you're going to go into it with that mentality and that mindset, you might be successful in the long run, but overall. We do this because we want to help people. We want people to feel better, and keeping that in mind when you're doing these hunts, it really touches home for me when he talks about people hanging on to loved ones so much because, some of my first experiences when dealing with like my little brother when he passed away, I was so convinced that he was still with me. How much of that was just a young man's emotional state. Convinced that he was still there, and how much of it was, of course, then the thing happened with my twins, and it kind of solidified that there was something really going on. But, people are so emotional that they hang on to those things way too long.
Well, it's like they say, your mind can move a mountain. Mm-hmm. Look at what you can do. Like there's researchers out there that swear that a poltergeist spirit is simply nothing but a teenager going through puberty. Because
Wow.
their chemical reactions and their body's changing so much, they can literally throw things with
Yeah,
thought.
and we all who have had teenagers understand poltergeist is the perfect word for it because
We call them the teenagers of the spirit world because you
Yeah.
don't give them attention, they throw fits.
exactly. Yeah, even the live ones do that too.
Yeah, they do.
So that's I think
I think that was a really good interview.
that was a great interview. I mean, I look forward to connecting like this with different people. We've got more interviews coming in the future for future episodes, and connecting with those people and networking. And how fun would it be to go to Louisiana?
Oh, I'd love it.
And I wonder sometimes, because around here we're so comfortable with Salem and the feel and the things that we are around, but going someplace that you've never been before,
Right.
new experiences, new feelings, how much that would change kind of how we do things.
And see, what I want to do is, like, if we're able to get into these locations like we've talked about in season 1, Montana State, Boise or Idaho State, Waverly, any of those, I'd love to call up a group from the area and be like, hey, we're going to be here for 8 hours. You guys want to join us? Come on
Yeah.
up,
Well, somebody with experience in that area, because I'm sure it's, I don't know, I'm
Right.
no expert, but it's got to feel different, just a different place that we might notice something that's just pretty much normal for
Right.
that part of the world.
I mean, Louisiana has a history in itself with, the Katrina thing, and then you got the voodoo, and
Oh,
the
voodoo.
lore down there is amazing.
Yeah,
So
incredible
if
stories.
Think about it from our perspective. I've never been to Louisiana.
Never.
I've been to Vegas. That's as far as from Oregon as I've gotten.
I've seen Louisiana on Jean-Claude Van Damme movies.
See?
Remember he had the mullet, the long hair?
So,
He was beating everybody up.
going down there with people that are from the area, they're going to be able to tell you, stay away from that area. This is what you're looking for, stuff like that, where we would walk in just blind.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. Well, to be honest with you, if he said don't go in that area because it's kind of creepy, we'd probably go anyway.
Yeah, we'd look. All of us would look at each other and be like, "Well, let's go."
Let's go.
That's
Let's
what
have
we
fun. Yeah, that's how we have fun. All right, so I think that in the long run, connecting with the people, these different interviews and things like that, making sure that people reach out to those, some of our fans here that watch Abnormality, people that are, on the Salem Paranormal Facebook page, reach out to those people, like their pages, learn some information about them.
Because even though we're all that paranormal team setting, each team has different beliefs. They have different goals and different strengths and weaknesses than what you see from Salem Paranormal.
Yeah.
That's just kind of where I stand on that. Reach out to the World Wide Web. That's what it's there for.
Yeah. Okay. So, from Big Tony,
Kent?
thank you for watching Abnormality, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.